It's just that he probably takes more notice than I do. Evening all. Afternoon as well. 12 o'clock. And on we go. Cup of tea. Sorry, Logan, I'm going to have to leave that to you. Unless it needs me. So, whoops. Hello Disney, Chippy-Doodle, Angela, Chippy-Doodle Coins, RJ Coins, hello, good afternoon, John Benson, hello. Nice to see everybody. You all ready? Hello Gary, nice to see you too. Everybody ready for what they don't know they're ready for? Haha. I'm imagining piles and piles of pennies in people's houses all over the country. Hello Steve. You can sort of almost imagine people have got like jars of pennies everywhere. Hello Warren. Born ready in, he says. Oh, I got something here that we can kick it off with perhaps, right? Can you see that? These things come with little tubs. It's those little tubs that you can see on the shelf, some of those little tubs. They fit in there and then you have them as a shelf and they'll fit in, right? Trouble is, it doesn't quite work like that because when you use these tubs for things like heavy coins, they fall out and they become a nightmare. So we don't use them, we just stack the tubs on top of each other. That leaves these casings redundant, which are just going to go into the recycling, right? And as you can see, they all have pockets in. This is the big one, so this is the big boxes that go in here. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you've got 16 pockets on that, which, if somebody's got the room, I see that as a good little, I mean, you could have it just as a little shelvy things, but I see it as laying it down that way for people to sort coins into. You've got loads of little pockets, right? Now, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got 6 of these, 6. And that means that you've got 16 pockets times 6, so you've got a total of 96, John says. So, and he tells me that his brain doesn't work very fast. So there's 96 holes altogether with 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And all 6 will fit into a great big box. So we'll send it by Interparcel. So at the end of the day, the only cost to me is the sending of it, is the what's name of it, because I was going to put these in the recycling. I can't find a use for them. I like to keep older things in case I can find a use for them, but you know, maybe when we get an office and it'll be big enough, we've got big enough tables or whatever, we could do it. I don't know, but in the meantime, we could just pass them on to someone that can use them, because you can imagine 6 of these takes up a fair bit of space in storage, so we might as well get rid of them. So, would you like these 6 of them? You could start me off with a 1 coin bid if you like, and I thought they might be handy for some of you to be sorting all your gates into. See? You've got 96 pockets to use that way up. Here we go. So we've got 1 coin bid from RJ, so that means they're going to be sold. Even if they only go for the 1 coin bid, don't care. They're gone. If they only go for 1 coin, then it costs me money for the postage, but I'd rather pay a bit of that and look after the environment and pass it on and get recycled than chuck it in the recycling for free and find that it ends up in the middle of a beautiful forest somewhere in outer Mongolia, which is the kind of thing we've been seeing on the news and stuff. So, you know, I don't want that responsibility for that. So anyway, don't get me started on the old ecology. Right, now I forgot to ask what coins we're bidding with. Only just come on, sorry. We're bidding with 1p and 2p coins. Doesn't matter, you just put the number of coins. Not interested whether it's a penny or a 2p, it makes no difference, but it must be a non-magnetic one. The easiest thing to say, there are a couple of anomalies differences, but the easiest thing to say is it's a non-magnetic one. Alright, and you can, if you ain't got a magnet, get a fridge magnet and start magnetising them. Okay, so we have 20 bid from 40 years collecting. He knows what we're bidding in now, he knows the rules. For those of you that don't recognise the name, I recognise the name, so I know he's one of our customers. Okay, so he's bid 20. The one thing I forgot to ask you, Warren, is did I have anybody with me today? Is it you or is it? I forgot. Hello, Kian. Okay, cool. So let's count that down then. So we have a 20 coin bid. And remember, peoples, please, 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 don't wait till the last second, because we are not resetting like we did before. It takes up far too long. And it just keeps the moderators and the coin jockeys just going over 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 20, 19, 18, 17. It's like sounding like robots. So we're not doing it. It'll count down slower. And it'll get slower when it gets to the end, but when it goes going once, going twice, and then sold, it's sold, and then it's down to the moderator and the jockey. Normally the moderator first, and then he might ask the jockey, but it has to be down to the moderator that's counting down. Their decision is final. So my advice is, be careful all day long. Don't come in at silly bids, one above, one above, one above, if you really want to win it. If you want to win it, start coming in with decent bids when it gets down to the bottom, because it's going to go. And if you lose it at the last second because you've left it to the last second to place a bid, no correspondence will be entered into. The moderator's decision will be final, and if that upsets somebody, I'm really sorry. 50 bid. So straight in there, if you really want to get hold of it, get in there. I mean, at the end of the day, you're going to win it with 50p. You know, don't mess about like 40 years collecting. Just get straight in there. Because the stuff that we auction today is going for the price that we auction it for. Make sure also that you do the due diligence and everything of making sure that you put all the coins in and put a separate note in every single time. Highest bid is, that's it, get in there, it's going twice, and looks like it is going to be sold. So that gets sold to 40 years collecting, who I know who you are. But just make sure, this is something I don't need to make a note of my end because it is so big, we know what it is, but please do make sure that when you send those 75 coins in. Hello Cash King Film, it's Carl. I thought it was Carl, but, oh, that Carl, got ya. Now I know which Carl. I've got 3 people immediately come to mind with the name Carl, and 2 of them are spelled the same way yours is. Right, so, hello everybody. So we've sold that, Carl's won that, 75, so put a note in, Carl, to say this is for the, I don't know what you call it, the squares, but say it's for the large ones, right? Large ones, and you'll see why in a minute. Say it's for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's for the 6 large ones. Put that note in with it, please, mate. And I've got another one. And these ones are for the smaller size boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they still hold 16, but they're for the smaller size boxes that fit in here. Smaller size of the ones that are over there. Right. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So shall we just go straight in with an opening bid of 50, being as the last one reached 75? Would anybody like to come in at 50 straight away? So you've got 96 small ones. So if your space is less, then you know, this might be better. They're smaller pockets, but they're no good to me. I'm just listening to Mort this morning whilst drawing with my new book. Happy to just listen to my coin buddies. Might get some inspirations from this. Ian, do the coins we send you need sorting into specific dates? Was it okay if they're mixed? It's okay if they're mixed, but we will run the magnet over them. Logan's been instructed to do that. And Logan gets finicky sometimes, so he won't be happy if he runs the magnet over them and finds out that they're not what we want. Other than that, yes, mix them together, that's fine. RJ Coins is in with a 40 coin bid, so we will count that down, and that's gone. Something else that's sold. Judith Lightfoot passing on thanks there to Dragon Lord Coins. What's on offer today then? Hello Matt, saw your video. Sorry to have wound you up halfway through it by sending you the wrong flipping 10p. I can see how that really bothered you at the time. And I can see how that would bother anybody, you know, what a silly thing to do, but I can only hold my hands up and go, you know, none of us are getting any younger, apart from Logan. He seems to get younger every other week, but us, we're all getting old. And the eyes ain't as good as they used to be, so it does happen from time to time, and sometimes the wrong coin will be put in the wrong box, and you just go into the box and assume the coin you're picking is the correct coin, and you could pick the wrong coin. It does happen from time to time, so I am very sorry about that. Even though, I mean, I loved your reaction, it was honest, even though I was at the brunt end of it, but I liked it because it was honest, which was great. You got them today, brilliant. Okay, so we're bidding on these. We've got 6 of these. Just a plastic thing that's no good to me anymore. And I was going to put it in the recycling, but ideal for you for sorting coins. Got little holes. Have them on a table, and there's 6 of these, so that makes 96 holes. Right? Or you can stand them up and use them as little shelfy things. I don't know, garage maybe, whatever. So they're no good to me. And we've got a bid of 40 coins, and I tried to say stay calm. I'm glad I didn't offend you. No mate, you didn't offend me. Didn't offend me. It just made me sit and look at that and think what a stupid mistake to make. You know, as what was going through your mind. What a stupid mistake for somebody to make. But it is, you know, you just got to hold your hands up when that happens. When we're in with a bid of 50 from Jersey Coins, and that's going. Yeah, absolutely, totally understand it, Matt. I'd be frustrated as well. It's like ordering a blue t-shirt and getting sent a yellow one. Just a pike moment. So we have a bid of 50 from Jersey Coin. If you're about, Warren, we can count that one down. And I think these are quite handy, you know, like for starting out. Certainly if you're starting out, really, really, really handy. Because you've got a bit more room and stuff, and you need to find your feet into what you're doing and everything, you know. So if you're sorting things like pennies and 2p's, 96 holes, it's a great idea. So we're counting down, and the highest bid I think is somewhere around the 50 mark. So we've got a 50 coin bid. All it's going to cost them is probably 50p. Don't miss about. If it's something you really want, you know, I'd be straight in there at 100. It's only £1, £2 if it's 2p. For all of them delivered, I'll pay the postage just to get them out of the way, free up a bit of space. Again, imagine 6 of these little ones, they're only small, but 6 of them, 6 of the others, all takes up space. But great if you're starting out. Little things in there, or as little shelves. Stamps, put your stamps in there that you're sending out. If you've got different denomination stamps, you can put them in each one. Or if you can't put it up like that, you can put it up like that as a tray if you've got the room. Mark's in at 65. So get in with a decent bid. My advice, if you want it and it's this low down the count, I'd go straight in at 100, but that's my advice. Otherwise it's going to Mark. And I think they are a super idea for somebody just starting out. 70 bid by RJ going twice, and it looks like 70. Ooh, looks like it might be sold. Load of bids come in at the last second. Difficult to know where it went there. I think it went up to about 80. And I'm just waiting for the sold thing to come up. And sold. And do you know what? I am so glad that you are so lucky to get it in the last second, you naughty, naughty boy. You know. But at the same time, I am so glad that you won it, Cole, because it means, hopefully, I could put it in the same big box and share the postage on it. So put a note in that one, so it's for the small ones. And there's our little start off. There's our little start off. We're off and running with it all. You're a bit late, Jersey Coin Hunt. It went for 85. So sorry about that. Here's a little one for you, just a little one. A sheet of 30 Spanish coins. Every single one a different date. So some of them have got the same denomination, then you've got the same denomination again, same denomination again. And there's a 5 cent, euro cent in there as well, and a 10 euro cent in there as well. Then there's cents and there's pesetas. But each one of them's got a different date on it. So like you've got 30 there, so they're essentially all different. Even though they're not different because they're the same, but they're different, if you see what I mean. From a collector's point of view. So start somebody off on, or a little present, little stocking filler for somebody. If you know someone that's into coins, little stocking filler for them, right? One coin opening bid. Boom. And then immediately, we'll count that down. You know. And give a subscription to My Family Collects. There's the link to his channel, and he's got a giveaway going on at 200. He's nearly there. The other thing you can do, which is what I was doing the other night, is you can tap on people's logos and it will come up with a box, or click on people's logos and it will come up with a box. Go to channel, click go to channel. You won't come off the video, and you can click go to channel and subscribe to them. And I was doing that the other night, clicking on people. Didn't realise I could do that, and then not leave the video, and then click on people's names, go to the channel, subscribe, come, close it off, come back. I'm now confused. I've bid 50. That one's gone and done with, Jersey Coin Hunt. You missed that one. Well, you was in with your bid of 50, but you got outbid. And Carl won it at the last second with 85 on that one, and your bid was 50. So you missed out on that one. It got right down to the last second, wallop. That's why I say people come in with a decent high bid if you want something, because don't leave it to the last second. Cole left it to the last second and he snaffled it, but he could easily have lost it going in there that last second, as did the other two people who went in at the last second. They lost it because they didn't go in high enough. Oh, I think Jersey means he bid 50 on the coin sheet. I beg your pardon. Sorry, Warren. Can you stop there? I messed that up. Do apologise. Do apologise, Jersey Coin Hunt. Start the count again at 20 with a 50 coin bid from Jersey Coin Hunt. Beg your pardon. I thought you were talking about the previous one. You were straight in there like I've been saying. You took my advice, you went straight in there and you got ignored. Sorry about that. Okay, Disney's in with 55. And you see it goes up to these numbers anyway, so this is why people shouldn't mess about with little bids. And there likely is counting down. And for those of you that didn't watch last night's stream, Warren's stream was a really good one to watch. It's the one that's got in the title, Are We Going to Be Taking a Call? And we're talking most of the time about the difference between brilliant uncirculated coins and circulated coins, and the fact that it's illegal to spend a brilliant uncirculated coin. But we don't think it's illegal to take the brilliant uncirculatedness off the coin. And once you've taken that off the coin, you're then left with what can only be described as a circulated coin. So that was one hell of a conversation piece. And we're counting down. It's the last few seconds.
It's taking on £9 an hour again. So
is 55. Highest bid 55. Could I have a brown envelope, please, Logan?
Thanks for that.
Normal one.
I don't know. Thanks. Well, can you see the first Friday she got paid, whatever that was? She started the Monday of that week.
Going once.
Are you?
Sheet of Spanish.
I don't know.
Coins.
Blimey, Ollie, you're asking me questions.
Right. Just remember it's. Just letting you know.
I'll tell you what.
So with Disney.
I'll have a look and I'll.
For 55, one by
So that's
Disney
the start date. Okay.
Princess, which I think is that lady.
Yeah.
For 55 coins. I think that is
right.
nice little. I think they're all sellotape on, so I won't know. I think that is a handy little starter, or a little Christmas present stocking filler for somebody.
Staff that we have. Just shout out to me. Yeah, that one. Finished yesterday.
Logan, if it's waiting for
so this week
the money to come in, or the coins to come in, where would I put it? Which box? This first one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that?
Oh, actually, sorry, is that for 1Ps and 2Ps?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This one? Just on the top, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I didn't last week.
That's that one done.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's get straight in then with
Yesterday, yeah, 31st.
these kind of things.
That's correct.
First day covers and all that. So that there. I'll put on the site 20-25 quid.
Okay.
I am no stamp man.
And yeah, I'll message you about
I've always said that. But I sell them for that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and I used to let people make me an offer for that, and it gauges it, and then from there you sort of, you know, I like to start somewhere and come down if I don't know, see what the supply and demand is like. So, I would sell some of these at 20-25 quid, and some of these are probably worth 10-15 quid. Anyway, if I put 5 of them together, then I can say that's roughly 100 quid's worth, right? So you've got verse. First for children,
Did you not have them when she was on the payroll before?
1988. Autumn, 1993. Christmas, 1988. 86. 1986. And let's have a decent opening bid would be 100. But, you know, where are you? 100 coins would be
Right,
a
so
pound
what
or
other
£2.
information do you need other than the DOB?
The National Trust.
Yep.
So, does anybody want to come in with a decent bid of 100 coins?
Okay. Alright, I'll get that too. Well, I'll try at least. Yeah.
That's where I
Okay,
am on
Lee, thank you.
that. Or where are you? Speak now or forever hold your
Keep
peace.
Bye bye.
There's 5 of them there. To anybody's collections? Oops. Yeah, but I can take it. I don't need it for the moment if you want it. It's alright, I don't need it for the moment because I'm charged up. So I'm alright. Okay, we've got an opening bid of 50. An opening bid of 50 from Chris. And let's count that one down. And this is hopefully how the auctions will be running. They'll put something up, get a bid, start counting it down. And then, you know, if you want to bid on it, bid on it. But that's for these 5. So it's for that one. If you go by the full retail price of something like this, you could be looking at anything up to 100 quid, is my thoughts. But I'm not a stamp man, so someone who knows about stamps, oh, that's got some others on the back as well. Didn't know that, so they're there. Right, and that's the back, and then you've got the Christmas one, pack numbers on them and all that, autumn. So some people could argue this is 100 quid's worth. I've sold these for 20-25 quid each, but you don't sell them fast every day at that price. But if you put them down a bit, there's just too many individual ones. If they were all the same, if they were all, you know, every single one was like that and I had 200 of the same, I prefer that. One listing, 200 available, but just takes the time to do one listing. I can't be doing with, I haven't got the time anymore to be letting somebody spend all day, well, a week listing one after the other, after the other, after the other. We've got too many things to do. So some of these bits and pieces can just go. Let someone else, you know, that hasn't, well, you know, busy that I am, they've got the time on their hands, they can do it, make some money out of it. So we're going, 70 is the bid, we're going, someone should have come straight in at 500 with that. Don't know where you lot are with your biddings. Going once, going twice. And they are sold. Crispy. 5 times packs. First day covers. I'm sure they're all first day covers. 1 by Chris Spree. 4 How's it going to work when I'm on screen? You won't be able to show the items. Speak to Warren and we've worked it out, me and Warren, this morning, to make it nice and easy for you and everybody else. Steve. So speak to Warren and he'll give you your parameters, and I think you'll find it nice and easy. Okay, that's that. Moving on. Moving on. Pair of Wilma shields. Quick cheeky one, you can win this for 1 coin. Get straight in the other bid, we count it straight down. Pair of Wilma shields. I don't know what they are on the site. 20, 40 quid each on the site, something like that. Tasty prints. But as you know, doesn't matter what they're worth, it matters that I want to get rid of them and utilise the space for coins and go more specialist on our site than be selling vintage materials as well as coins. That's why the deals are to be had on my vintage stock. And we have a bid of 10 coins from Popcoin King. And I will get one of those leaflety things that I had. Ouch. Paper cut. Jesus. Paper cut. I have to be so careful. Don't want to bleed all over the prints either. So, pair of Wilma Shields prints. What's that worth? 80 quid? Something like that? Who's going to get a bargain here? You know, Christmas presents for pennies. You can't beat it really. Pair. Wilma Shields prints. 25 bid from Popcoin King. 1 by 4. You're all too cheap. And sold. 25 coins to Popcorn King. Popcorn King. $25 coins. Right, put it straight on, move on. That one's done. I'll go in there, they can go up there. So you are all aware, when I put sold, I'm not looking at the screen, so I have no idea who has the winning bid. Yeah, that's why I've started stopping mentioning names as we get right down to the bottom. Well, I'm trying to remember to do that. Hello, Paul. Okay. I thought you'd find a lot of this stuff juicy. Now, I did pull this out. This is a stamp album. I'll talk about it as you're bidding. I want to see, let's have a bid of 100 just to start with. Somebody put in sensible, right? As soon as we get a bid, we count it down. Now, you get all of it. So you get that. It's going to cost a few quid to post it. They all seem to be unused. But I haven't looked through the entire book. So but I think it's worth knowing a bit of 100. I think it's worth opening a bit of 500 myself. Somewhere nice to start. All the pages are not overly filled, but there's something that seems to be on every page. And they seem to have stuck it in the pockets so that you haven't got, are they all UK stamps? You're seeing, I haven't even looked through this book. I just pulled it out and thought there's no way I'm going to bother listing that. So I just grabbed it this morning and thought, well, that would do for an auction. You know, nice little starter collection for somebody. Do you know somebody that collects stamps? Are they unused? Yeah, they're all brand new by the look of it. They all look brand new and they're in little pockets, so they're not even hinged. But it seems to be set after set after set, and you've got loads of room on each page to put other stuff. But it's a great starter collection for somebody. Great present. You've got Christmas coming up. 150 bid by Chris Spree. Count it down, Warren. There's a page there. Start up. So you're seeing everything that's in it. Well worth it. What will I label my last win, Ian? What was your last win? Was it the Prince? If it was the Prince, label it two Wilma Shields Prince. Yeah, 2 Wilma Shields prints, and I've put both the prints down there already, so when it comes in, Logan will know which one. We've had about 175 bid, I think. No one's going to go wrong with this. 225 for Gary. Are you even going to get to see everything that's in the book before the big bidding is finished? $255 we bid. Is the highest bid so far. 275 is the highest bid. Don't wait till the last second. Whack in a bid of 500. I told you, is what I told you it was worth an opening bid of. And that was just the starting bid price. Trying to get there as quick as I can. There's a loose page there. Doesn't seem to be broken because there's no holes in the page, so it just seems to be an additional page. I'll lay that down there for a minute. $310 is your highest so far, I think, but I can't see exactly. Turning pages, but it's going. $320 is your highest bid. And sold. And as you can see, there's just so many more. Right, I don't even know what's in there. You don't even know what's in there. Warren will decide who it's sold to, and we'll go by what's on Warren's screen. Mine shows Gary at 320. Does it? Oh yeah, because I see Chris come in afterwards at 345 and then Gary at 350, so I've got Gary at 320 as well. So, but it's what's on your screen that counts. So we have Gary. So what you've got to put on yours is the green stamp album. Okay, green stamp album, and that's Gary Waring, isn't it? Sold 2. For 320 coins. Put that just inside the cover, Toby. Sort of sticking out, yeah? Like that. Okay then, that's another item. Going to be on its travels. Hello, Matt. I just bought another load of American items last night. Excellent, Alexander. Yeah, we're looking for someone to do the American stuff. John's going to be doing a bit of it on his shows on a weekend, I believe. Stay tuned for more of that. Do you want an Olympic Buncy? Just take one at random. Don't even know what one it is. Take that one. Fencing, Buncy, 1 coin opening bid. I'd go straight, I'll say 1 coin opening bid. I would go straight in at 100 if I was you, but you know, don't listen to me. But let's have a bid. 10, Gary's in at 100. There you go. Gary's in at 100, he's not messing about. Learn by that. The faster you get an auction over, the faster you get another one. Otherwise you're all sitting with loads of coins on the table, you won't know what to spend it on. So that one's counted down. That's a nice little fencing, Buncy, all brand new, cardboardy, but that's covered in plastic, that bit. And that bit, it's all covered in plastic. There's the back of it. There's the front of it. You know, 100 coins is what, £1 or £2? How are you going to go wrong with that? So there you go. And that one's nearly done. If you want it, get in quick. Fencing, sold 2 for any other bids? That's the way to do it. Get straight in, knock everybody out of the frame, take it home. Would have only got up to that anyway, would have probably gone over it. And then we'll write on it who it's sold to. You might not get another chance at one of them Buncy ones today. Yeah. I imagine that will be a 125 bid from Gary, as opposed to, you know, I don't know, it came out as 1,125 there. But I'm assuming that your finger slipped and that it was 125. That is, of course, if Warren has you as the last bidder before sold, because you're showing on mine. Yeah, exactly. Popcorn King, 1,125. Sorry, Ian. Yes, it was. Sold to. Is Gary the winner on yours, Warren? out for 125 coins. That's me nearly done. Let's have a look. What's the rules? The rules are you can bid with coin. 1 coin, 2 coin, 10 coins. In that case, it was 125 coins. What I don't know is whether or not those coins are going to be 1p coins or 2p coins. Makes a difference to me as long as a magnet doesn't stick to them. If a magnet doesn't stick to them, they're the ones I want. They're the ones you can use. Okay, so this big sand Cadbury box. This is one that came out of one of those cabinets I was telling you about with a price ticket on it. See? So it's had a bit of sellotape on the plastic, and annoying though it is, you can now see a bit of sticky on there. But anyway, what am I bid for that? Again, I think you should be straight in at 100 opening bid, but it's up to you. What am I bid? It's the Victoria £5 coin, packaged, Royal Mint packaging, 2019 it is. Pop coins in at a 20 bid. Okay, go on then, we'll take that. Kean's in at 40, straight up. Jersey Coin Hunt is the first one in at 100, and then Gary came in at 100. So Jersey is in the lead at the moment with 100. I'm not wrong when I tell you what I think you should be opening the bidding for. Any coins that are bronze, that's right. I'm not interested in the ones that stick to a magnet. 105 is the bid, 200 is the bid. Now we're talking about a little bit of auctioning. 200 is the bid. $200 is the bid, Coin World UK. Your bid is far too little, far too late, mate. Sorry. Really? Okay. You're going to go in at 201. I keep advising people, don't play that game because you're going to end up crying. 250, David Lister. Brand new sealed packaged. Every single CJ right the way throughout the 12 hours is going to give you a couple of tasty morsels that you can bid on. And you can also ask to bid on something. But that will be going in a minute, and that is 275 so far. Lovely jubbly. Imagine somebody comes onto this, they don't know what we're doing. They think, oh, £275 for a Victoria. And then tomorrow it'll be headlines in the Sun that a Victoria £5 worth 250 quid. Just like that. How long to pay? Straight away. I don't want to wait 6 weeks while you sort out the coins. I want you to have the coins and send them to me. So, you know, a week to receive the coins. Give you a chance to wrap them up, post them, a couple of days to get here. So this is, it's gone up there, it's up at 300. I wouldn't mess about, and you're already about to lose it because it's going. And none of the juicy ones today will be repeated. So anybody thinking, oh, it don't matter, they'll come up again. No, they won't. Warren's under special instructions, and so will all the jockeys be. No one is to do the same thing over and over again. And there are a few packages on offer today, but none of them are going to be doubled. So for example, I've just done a package £5 coin today, and as far as I'm aware, no one else, I think someone else has got a £5 coin to do, but no one else has been doing that one today. So that's the only time that one's being done, and it's just been one. Hello Scott, and that goes to David Lister. So David, that is the Victoria Reign Innovation and Change coin. 300 coins please David. Sold to David Lister for 300 coins. There it is. And this should work nice and easy. I'll put it down there. All the coin jockeys have to do is write a list and email that to John. But for me, I'll put it down there. Logan comes along, match it up, send it. Boom. Right, do you want another one before I go? Now, if somebody wanted to chuck me in quickly, if not, I'll move on to something else. Right, I won't flog this to death. If you don't want it, you don't want it. I'll move on to something else. Someone chucks me a bid of 1,000 in, an opening bid of 1,000 straight away, I'll just put all this lot in one. And that is a huge amount of first aid covers. And remember, 1,000 pennies is what? How much is 1,000 pennies? 1,000 pennies is about a tenner, something like that. It is a tenner. So if somebody wants to go straight in, yeah, £10. So if someone wants to go straight in at 1,000 for this entire lot, we'll have a countdown on it. If not, I'll put these away and move on to something else. Because you're only going to get one, so I'm offering you a big one here. Yes, no, forever hold your peace. Okay then. Make sure I don't pick anything someone else is going to do. That was a phenomenal one for anybody out there wanting to set up a little bit, do a little bit of buying and selling and that kind of thing. If you've sorted out a shed load of those coins, you've got 1,000 sitting there. That is a good one. But you might not have. You might not have done that much searching, and therefore I'm thinking people are sitting there with boxes and boxes of them, and you might not be. So, okay, if you don't want that one, I think that's well worth a bit of 1,000. Should sell for 5,000, but if you're not up for that one, you're not up for that one. So, is the error Belfast, John, between the horizontals, is that the full error or the half error? When it says on the bit of paper between the horizontals.
Half error is the cap between the horizontal.
Ah, so that must be what that means then. Okay. Okay then, just to finish it off with then, I think a set on its own is around even if you priced them at £10 each, you know, £1,000 bid for that lot would have been a steal, an absolute steal for somebody that's just starting out. Okay, so what I'll tempt you with now then is I will tempt you with a Belfast Error, uncirculated. Well, call it uncirculated. It came out of an uncirculated bag, and it's hardly got any marks on it whatsoever, and it's the writing correct, so the writing is the correct way up. And whilst the writing correct way up or upside down is not an error in itself, if there's only 650,000 of these made and the error is approximately, if you call it, it's not even an error, but if you call the upside down, the writing is an average of 50% because the machine grabs it at random, etc., then you only have 325,000 maximum of each way up, don't you? And that's the only time the right way up and the wrong way up actually comes into being, because it becomes more difficult to find a writing correct way up because there's only 325,000 of them. They're not 650,000. There's only 325,000 that way, and there's 325,000 that way. It's only when you have a low mintage that really comes into effect, because it makes it more difficult to get it. 25 opening bid with John Southgate. Has this got a flag error? This is the one I sell on my site at 50 quid, 49.95. But I had a few of them, you know, and it's like, it's a 50 quid item which I'll put up for the last auction, and then I'm going. Warren's counting it down. So I always call it the Belfast. I apologise if you don't like that name, but let's not worry about what I call it. You just worry about what you call it. Right, incorrect. Sold for. I wouldn't mess about. Someone wants to go straight in there with 500. It's a fiver. You know, don't mess about with it. It's going to go up and up until the last second. And if you really want it, you're going to lose it. Sold for sold for 300 is the highest bid. 350. Don't mess about. Told you I'd have gone straight in at 500 myself, and then from there it may have gone up to 1,000. But the bid's in 1p's and 2p's, Mr. G, and we're up to about 400 so far for Belfast Error, brilliant condition, shiny, beautiful, and writing correct. So it's the head side. And it's about to go down. My suggestion was for people to come in at a bid of 500, but we started low and it still went up to about 4. Going twice. So we are nearly sold. Always wondered what it'd be like to run an auction room. I haven't sold. Can't join in, I'm afraid. No cash auctions today, Mr. G. Enjoy watching every now and again, but no cash auctions running today. And where are you? Paul Radford, 450. Left it too late, David. What did I tell you? Go straight in at 500. Don't mess about. Sold to Paul Radford. Sold for 450 coins. Cool. I just put it down. I don't know where I put it.
loads.
Oh no, I just put the bag down and now I don't know what I've done with it. Anyway, it's too big a bag, but it don't matter. It's in there now. Right then, Paul, so you know what and I've put yours in the box. So, still not had a chance to sort mine, Ian. Been too busy. I will do it for next month if it goes ahead. I don't see why we can't do it next month. Ian did say we could also use 2013 2Ps and 2008 Feathers 2P and 2008 Portcullis 1P and 2017 1P Shield. Is this still the case? Yes, it's still the case. It's just that when somebody comes on and goes, oh, what's the rules? I don't mention all that because suddenly you're flying them with lots of information and, you know, it's easy to just say all the non-magnetic ones. But for those of you that are getting used to it now, yes. You know, and by all means tell people that. Okay, nice little start for the first hour. Correct, RJ, it was. Not bad, not bad. And that's me done now and handing over to, I think it is, Steve. So thanks very much, and if you like it, support it well. We'll do it again. If it doesn't work, remember, suck it, see. If you don't like the taste, don't do it again.